New rule, nobody's allowed to mention the Champions League. We've just beaten Bayern Munich. Welcome along to part 21 of this save with the Gobby Gaffer. Yes, that's me, and I'm managing Marseille. And well, actually, we're doing rather well, but we do have a big soapbox item today, so stand by your beds. Well, needless to say, I'm very, very happy with my new goalkeeper, Restes, and I'm nicknaming him the Octopus. He's all arms and legs, but my word, does he keep that white round thing from the back of the net. Okay, just looking down these scores then. Away game against Nantes. These are all the games off camera. 1-0 win in that one. Toulouse at home, 4-1 win. It was quite... the match engine had it looking very, very tight that game. And then in the end, we came out 4-1 winners. We scored 3 goals in the last, I don't know. It was quite near the end of the game. And then we played Bayern Munich in the Champions League. It was at home, but I expected to get a thrashing. And to be honest, I'm looking at the Champions League this season to see where the game is positioning us, because I think this is very important now. As I've said before, I think the game has levels. So, you know, most of the time in the Champions League, Marseille are here, and most of the other teams, well, the better teams, are up here. And when you come to play them, you don't do well, and you know you're not going to do well. Bayern Munich, we beat them 1-0, and we beat them 1-0 quite well, really. Lyon, Champions League hangover, Lyon away. We lost that 1-0, unfortunately. But then Partizan Belgrade. Now, Restes, a.k.a. the Octopus, he made some terrific saves in this game. We were winning 1-0. I think it went to 1-1. I can't remember now. But he made some terrific saves. And we ended up coming away 3-1 winners. I did have to work my socks off in, you know, like changing the formation. I changed loads of things. And eventually it did work. A 3-1 win. And, well, we'll have a look in a second at the Champions League. But we are doing rather well, as you would expect. Lille next at home, a 2-0 win in that one. Nice clean sheet again. Played Austria Vienna in a friendly because we had internationals on. And then Montpellier. Okay, we need to speak about Montpellier. So this is where the soapbox is going to come out. I have a couple of issues. We'll start with the Montpellier game. Now, before that game, we were a lot of points in front of PSG. I think it was about 8 or 9, something like that. PSG not doing quite as well this season. So we were top of the league by quite a few points. I had a quick look, Montpellier, bottom of the league. I think it was something like 13 games played, and they had 3 points. So that game, I'm just going to read the stats out for you. Montpellier, one shot on target, an XG of 0.39. Marseille, 28 shots, 10 on target, and an XG of 3.18. Now, when I tell you that we missed 6 virtual open goals where the ball was like, I don't know, a metre from the goal line, and we hit the corner flag with it. Profunde, this kid is going to be, forget about Mbappe and Haaland. Profunde is going to be the world's best player one of these days. He's 4-star already. He's leading joint goal scorer for us. He missed 3, just nailed on goals that he would normally just put away without even thinking about it. And he missed them by a mile, I'm telling you, by a mile. And the way that the goals weren't going in such an extreme fashion. I've never seen a game like that in Football Manager before. Never. I tried everything I could. I went very attacking. I went 2 up top. I rotated everything. And you could just tell every time I did something, we would come back into the game again, and we would hit the corner flag with another shot, like, a metre from the goal line. And while we're at it, this transfer thing needs sorting out in FM25. We've said it before, so at the moment, I've got Ballerdi. He's knocking on my door. He wants to go. He's got a price, he's got a value of 45 million. So you go off that, don't you? It's the natural thing to do. Because when you're buying a player and they're 45 million, you go in and offer 45 million, don't you? You don't go in with a silly offer. Ballerdi, 45. Can I sell him? No. I'm getting these messages about, oh yes, a Saudi club wants to buy him for 14.5 million. When I go for a player that's valued at, let's say, 25 million, they want 45 million for him. I mean, I know it's a computer game, and I know we have levels of difficulty, curveballs, we know all of that, but it shouldn't be a stupid, silly game that you can laugh at. I can put up with some things, but my word, off camera, this game has tested my patience. Okay, off my soapbox now, let's have a look at the league situations. And if you thought I was joking, there are the match stats and for the Montpellier game. I mean, it's just scripted. It's just cheating and scripted. Okay, let's have a look at. We just need to get off that. Let's have a look at the Champions League. Champions League, believe it or not. Again, we know, don't we? We can't really say things in game because if we do, Football Manager is always watching. We played 5 games in that. We're second just behind Real Madrid. It's going better than I could have ever expected. The league, we're first in the league, 34 points. PSG are having a very off season. Spoiler, we are playing them next. Let's see what the game decides to do. But they have had some very, very poor results this season. And as you can see there, Monaco, who are usually up there, they're normally in the top 3, aren't they? While I've been playing as Marseille, they haven't been. They've not been doing so well. But they are in second place at the moment. As you know, Bitsiabu has been sold. And he leaves on the 2nd of January. So we did need backup for that left wing back role because Merlin can't do it all on his own. So anyway, we've been out. We've paid 25 million. Paid 25 million for Haris Mustafic, and he is looking terrific. 19-year-old. He's going to develop into a very, very good player. I think he's got could improve a lot. Potential ability, 4.5 star. So he's another one of these potential wonder kids that are brought in, and he will sit in nicely. Alcande on the other side, who I actually brought a Chelsea loanee in because I wasn't sure about him. He's fitting in now. I'm training him to be a wing back on that side, and he's playing really well in the match engine. He looks the business. So we have made another signing. So today we have an away game against PSG, and then we have Marseille in the Champions League. That's away as well. After that, we've only got Real San Sebastian at home, and then Arsenal to play. That's an away game as well in the Champions League. At this moment in time, a top 8, and you get that bye then into the last 16. You don't have to play that playoff game. It's looking fairly nailed on. I think if we can beat Marseille and Real San Sebastian, we will get there. But again, I'm really losing faith in this game that it'll do the right thing at the right time. The right thing. Let me tell you what the right thing would be now. After that disgraceful cheating and scripted episode with Montpellier, the right thing now would be we beat Paris Saint-Germain and we beat Marseille. I won't forgive the game, but I'll kind of forgive them because that's the only way that would explain that Montpellier result. Because sometimes when you lose a game and it's like you're thinking, oh, I can't afford to lose that game, then you will go on a bit of a winning run. Sometimes that's the way that the game plays. But anyway, let's see what happens. It's an away game. It's Paris Saint-Germain. We'll see you in the dugout. And my word, put the flags out. Now, this is an event. So the board are saying because of the club's improved financial situation, they've raised the transfer budget from 6.25 million to 8.25 million. It's only 2 million, but it's a step in the right direction. And so they should as well. You know, the Champions League wins keep bringing in that 2.4 million. The further we get into the competition, the more money we will earn. You know, if the game does the right thing and we get through to like the quarterfinals or semi-finals or something like that, that overall balance could be 80 million by the end of the season. It's looking absolutely brilliant. Okay, on to the game then, and well, it's a fairly familiar lineup. Well, it is for me. We've got Restes in goal. I must give him that nickname and rename him. He's got to be called the Octopus because some of the... to be honest, I shouldn't really be saying this because probably PSG are going to put 6 past him now. But back 4, Merlin, Silla, Baidu and Holm. We have Costa, Marseille and Musa in the midfield. Spurzian and Eze. Plenty of experience there up top behind our well, he's a complete forward now, and it seems to have transformed his season. He's a leading joint scorer, and well, it's Amior, complete forward. Who knew? And we're underway. And if you're watching Football Manager, yeah, well, you know what I've said. The right thing to do in this game is, the only right thing is that we win this game. That's the only thing that would put the Montpellier result in some kind of... Well, it doesn't come into perspective, but we do get a highlight, and there's 8 minutes on the clock. Ball through there, and did Restes make a save there, or did that go wide? I think we are going to go attacking in this game, though. Not really giving any teams any respect these days. Don't care who it is, we just attack them. Unfortunately, in this game, 20 minutes gone, and the game has got us looking not great. No shots at all in the first 25 minutes of the game, and unfortunately, it's all PSG, who are, by their standards, having an absolutely shocking season. But anyway, Mbappe on the ball. Mbappe now slides the ball in there and puts the ball through. Nicely tucked away there, but we do give the ball away. And of course, you can't do that to teams like PSG. But we do. The defence is playing very, very well, shielding the goalkeeper nicely. And Restes picks that ball up there. He just drops on it, basically. And, well, quite a nice, easy save for him in the end. Just before half-time, Eze with... Oh, what's going to happen here? No? Oh, I thought that was going to be in then. No, we are going to hit half-time, and we have come back into the game. 3 shots and 2 on target now. So I am going to give them a pleased. I would normally be disappointed, but it is PSG. You know, we have to just be a little bit careful. 64 minutes, 3 changes. The young superstar Pafundi is going to come on up front. In fact, we are going to make him an advance forward. I mean, look at his star rate. Isn't he 19, this kid? He's a 4-star advance forward. I mean, it's off the scale, really. Ketchter has come on for Eze, and Boisson, who's not had a lot of game time, but he's going to come on for Costa in the midfield. Just had a message there that Holm was very, very tired, so the young kid Alcalde comes on for him. I think we still have 1 substitution left, but I don't want to make that. Generally, if you make 5 subs, then the game will injure a player. Okay, we get a highlight now, and expect to see lots of highlights for PSG in the last 10 minutes of this game. Ketchter now, fresh legs to Merlin. Merlin down that left-hand side. Merlin is very, very tired. He plays a lot of football, and that was a very, very poor ball. And once again, we give the ball away to PSG. And even in that Montpellier game, you know, we played some beautiful football. Some of the football was breathtaking, and that's why it was very, very hard to take. This is going to go in the back of the net, isn't it? So PSG, who have been pretty dire by their standards, are 1-0 ahead. And of course, the game is getting its way, because we were nicely situated 8-9 points ahead of PSG. But no, we can't have that. I don't know why we're watching that again. And, well, it looks maybe like we are going to go down here 1-0 at PSG, which is not the way that I wanted the script to go. Okay, 83 minutes on the clock, and Merlin, as expected, has had to go off very, very tired. Balerdi has come on and replaced him. And the full-time whistle goes, and I am having to hold my anger in here. I daren't really say anything more. We're going to say we're angry about that, and the game has not done the right thing there, has it? You know, there's no way PSG should be beaten. Okay, I know it was only 1-0, but if you look at that now, the game has got exactly what it wants. We were 8-9 points ahead of PSG. Now they're 3 points behind us with 16 played. It's got exactly what it wants. Shall we have a look where Montpellier? Oh, Montpellier is still bottom of the league. In fact, let's just you know, I'm in soapbox time again. Let's have a look how Montpellier have been doing this season. Oh, look at all them red dots there. Red dots, red dots. Oh, they've got one shine. Who was that against? Oh, Marseille. Right, okay. Go figure. Okay, I really, really, really don't want to keep complaining. I honestly, I really don't. I don't want my channel to become, you know, a moaning channel where you come on and you know. But this game is just stupid with a capital S. Absolutely stupid. Let's see if the game can redeem itself. MARSEILLE's Champions League at home. We're second in the league. We should beat these really, really easy. Come on, Sports Interactive. Do the right thing for once. Well, I haven't calmed down at all. I don't mind getting beat by PSG 1-0 at their place. No disgrace, is it really? It's going to happen. But that Montpellier result. On all my time of playing football, I honestly, I'm not going to stop talking about that. Because if that wasn't scripted, I don't know what was. MARSEILLE's in the Champions League. Restes in goal. Back four of Merlin, Silla, Baidu and Holm. Midfield three, Costa, Maselli and Musa. Spurzian and Eze just behind Amiot up front. And if we lose this one, it'll be 3 losses on the trot, which I don't think I've had 3 losses on the trot in all my time managing Marseille. Let's get stuck in. And we're underway. We do get a highlight. You know what? I honestly wish I could show you, replay that game for you against Montpellier. Because you've only got my word for it, what happened in that game. But honestly, it was absolutely laughable. Some of the stuff that happened in that game. I've never witnessed it in Football Manager before. I need to stop talking about it. I'm so angry. I really am. Right, we are going to go attacking in this game again. I'm exasperated. I'm sure you can tell. I'm absolutely exasperated. 20 minutes in, we've had 1 shot in this game. So somebody somewhere has flipped a switch, haven't they? We've been playing brilliantly all season. I mean, you don't get to second in the league table in the Champions League without playing really, really well, do you? But a switch has been flicked, there's no doubt about it. Coming into half-time, no more highlights. 7 shots, 3 on target. A very, very poor XG, though. OK, we are going to give him an angry. I don't know what the assistant manager's on. Satisfied with that? Not at all. OK, highlight from the kickoff. Baidu now. Is he going to play the ball back to the keeper? Plays it to Musa, out onto this side. We should be winning this game 5 or 6-0. With our standing now, this should be an easy game. Costa plays the ball now to Silla. Let's hope that this is going to be an explosive burst up field. And no, it's not a burst up field because Spurzian trips over his laces and gives the ball away. And the game has got us looking like a gang of buffoons at the moment. Now we give the ball away again. MARSEILLE's now coming away. We beat Bayern Munich, by the way. We beat Bayern Munich in this competition. And MARSEILLE's have scored. I don't know. I'm lost for words. I hope to God FM25 is better than this because this is just atrocious. Amiot. We had a few of these against Montpellier. He scored this one. Hey, we've been allowed to score a goal. That was very, very nice from Amiot. And he's been allowed to do there what he can do. Amiot, very decisive striker. Lovely ball through there from Spurtsian. Amiot, something to celebrate. Put the flags out. Nice goal. Okay, 1-1. Can we actually build on that now? 8 shots, 4 on target. XG still not great. 56 minutes, 3 changes. Ibrahim has come on. I've put him as a shadow striker. Changed both wing backs. Schneider and Alcalde have come on. And can we get this a winning goal at all? Please and thank you. 8 shots, 4 on target. Right, who's taking this? Eze. Top corner, please. For 2-1. Top corner it is. Top corner it is. 2-1 in the lead. This is a bit more like it. And that was a beautiful... We don't score many free kicks, but that was a beautiful free kick from Eze. What a nice goal. Just curled it there. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, we have gone on 72 minutes. We've gone to our second tactic now. So it's a low block, cautious mentality, all of that kind of thing. And I've replaced 2 midfield players. So Ketchta and Moran have come on just to try and hold it nice and tight for us. I think there's only... I'm sure one of the Champions League games recently, it kept prompting me. I think I made 7 subs in the end. I'm not sure whether that's the rule. But I've made 5 now. So let's see how that goes. Well, very little else I can do in this game now, I think. With 10 minutes to go, we are winning 2-1 against Marseille. We don't need any more highlights, to be honest now. 5 minutes of time added on. No highlights needed. Can we get the 2-1 win? Yes, we can. And I've got a little bit of a smile back on my face. And we are going to say delighted at that. So that win now puts us on 6 games played, 15 points. So it's Real Madrid, Newcastle and then us. Now, you know that last game that we're going to play against in the Champions League against Arsenal? Just have a look at this. This is very interesting. Look where Arsenal are. They've played 5 games and only got 5 points, although they have got a game to play. Real San Sebastian, who we play next, 5 games played, only 5 points. I mean, maybe we've got a chance there, you know, of winning the last 2. Who knows? Okay, so still fuming about that Montpellier game. I am having serious thoughts at the moment about the way I play this game. And I watch some content creators and they play the game in kind of silly mode, if you will. So any buffoonery that happens in the match engine, they will make a joke out of it. They make a story out of it. I find it very difficult to do that because I'm an ultra passionate football fan. I hate to see things like that Montpellier game. You know, it kind of brings the game down to a level that you just don't want to see it. I mean, that game was just so silly. And it is going to play on my mind now. And if I'm not careful, this channel could be dragged down. And I don't know whether I'm going to have a word with myself and start treating the game for what it is. It's a computer game. Just make a story out of it. That, you know, maybe we all had a curry the night before and, you know, we all had the runs just before we came on the pitch. And, it's one of those off days and Montpellier, who've not won a game all season, they've beaten us because we all had the runs. Something like that. I don't know. I'm going to have to think long and hard about it. It's going to be very difficult because that doesn't come very easily to me. So we're going to end the episode on a positive note. We are still top of the French league. We're ahead of PSG by 3 points. PSG not having a great season. That 1-0 win is smarting a little bit. But the Marseille game, we've done absolutely brilliantly in the Champions League this season. And you would like to think that the AI and Football Manager is now looking at Marseille and saying, yeah, we're a 4.5-star team, by the way, now. Our rating has been upped a little bit. So we're a 4.5-star team, and maybe the AI is is looking at that and saying, right, they're going to do... I mean, we're not going to win the Champions League, but hopefully quarters, semis, maybe even the final. I don't know. There are some very, very tough teams in there. But then again, if you're thinking that the AI is looking at us in a better, different light, why does it do the Montpellier result? Why is it scripted to throw a result in like that? I could have taken it if... I'm doing it again. I could have taken it if the match engine would have shown us to be really, really poor. We weren't. We were zipping the ball about. There was some lovely, lovely football. In fact, I would say against Montpellier, we probably played some of the best football we played all season. And we got beat 1-0. Bottom of the league. Okay, I'm going to give up on that now. I'm going to go away, scratch my head, and see if I have to play this game in a different way. Because if I carry on playing it like this, every episode is going to be doom and gloom. And, well, I'm going to end up in the nut house, I think. Till next time, we'll see you soon.